You are.
All right. Ta-da!
No, we're not on. Hey! Hi, Minnie.
Hi.
We're live, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, everybody. This is FESTOOL Live. This is, what's the date, Christine? 29th of August?
Yes.
And this is Labor Day weekend. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't headed up to the camp, thanks for being here with us. Well, hello.
Give it 5 seconds.
Can you hear me? Wow.
Takes 5 seconds or 2 seconds.
Let me know, Christine, if you can hear me.
Then you'll look in chat.
He needs to look in the chat.
You can't put headphones on?
The headphones works just fine.
Oh.
It's whether it's coming.
Minnie, let me know if you can hear me.
In the chat, see if people are saying it's.
Because it worked perfect an hour ago.
You can't put headphones on?
I can, but it's not.
Oh, okay, so I'm live.
Yep, you're good.
Thanks, everybody, for hanging in there. We finally got it taken care of. It's amazing what an hour does on the internet when we do our dry runs, huh? All right, so I guess I should start from the top.
Yes, please.
Okay, everybody, welcome to FESTOOL Live. 5 minutes late. This is episode 231. 231. And let's see, let's introduce the room. Over here we have Christine. Woo! Behind the camera we have Chris Seibert.
Thank you for fixing.
On the line. Yeah, thanks, Chris,
Yep,
man.
no problem.
You know how to
Sorry
do
I
it.
wasn't quick enough,
It's
but we got
okay.
there.
You know how to do it, kid. On the line, we have Brent back. Thank you, Brent, always there. And behind the board, we have Minnie. Min. So tell us where you're from.
Hey, everybody.
Okay. So Christine, we're going to make sure Christine's late for her meeting today. So I'm going to go a little bit slow. I'm just kidding. Okay. So I got a couple of announcements. Everybody out there have a great weekend in the U.S. The U.S. is the only ones that celebrate Labor Day, I think, right? Yes. And have a great Labor Day. We got a 3-day weekend.
Some of us.
Yeah. I have a 3-day weekend every day. Okay. But next weekend, I will be with Travis and Jeff in Charlotte, Michigan. It's spelled Charlotte, but Charlotte, Michigan, at Johnson's Workbench Wood Expo. We will be there on Friday and Saturday all day. So that means, I'll announce it, there's going to be a best of series next week. So that's going to give the unit something to work on all week. He's got a really special one for you. Okay, and then we're back the next week. Because the reason I'm telling you that is I have been waiting forever to teach you about the new right angle drilling jig. It's the MB40. So you're probably going to send out a bunch of questions, but that's okay. Because this is going to be a 3-part series. And when I say that, there's 3 episodes that I've already written up to do this, but I'm going to intermingle it because you cannot go home with this until here in North America. Let me get this straight, Christine. 9/18 of 2025. You can pre-purchase them. Okay? So what I want to do is I've created kind of like a cheat sheet, FESTOOL Live on this. Today's episode will be an overview of the system, what comes with it, how to set it up for different pieces that come with it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 more episodes and possibly 3, but throughout the fall. Okay, because there's so much wicked cool stuff to know about this. Okay, so when I first saw this, which was quite some time ago, I went, really? And then I went to a second training on it. I went, oh, this is going to be cool. And then when I got my hands on it about 6 months ago, I was blown away. Okay, so a right angle drilling jig. It's not like, oh, that's all it is. No, there's a lot to it. Okay, so let's talk about drilling at a right angle. All right, you have seen me go through the C drills and the T drills. What's the difference? Okay, so unit, come over here so we can get a good look at this. Okay, now whether you're drilling like this or drilling like this, this gives you a better feel for it. But when I go like this, sometimes it's tough because of the way the T is to drill at a right angle. With a C drill, you hold it like this, okay? 3 fingers here, 1 on the switch, 1 index finger like this, and you push from behind like a drywall gun, and you could drill easier at a right angle. So when we're drilling like this, you can come out here now, unit, okay? And everybody wants to know why a right angle drilling jig. It's because sometimes when it's imperative and I have to drill at a right angle, I will take a square like this and drill at a right angle. But the other problem is sometimes I'm shifting this way and this way. So that's why in my shop, I have a drill press. When drilling at a perfect right angle, there's no shortcuts to it. You have to have it. Okay, now with a T-drill, it's even tougher sometimes because that wants to take you back like that. So that's an easy fix. It's not, but it's, how do you say? It's an acquired skill. All right, now I can't take my drill press to the job site. I could, but I don't want to lug it around. That is why we came out with the MB40. Okay, first question, I know that's coming through. Do you have to, is it only for a FESTOOL drill? Yes. Because it uses the fast fix hookup with it. Okay? So, over here, I'm going to pull just about everything out so you can see it. I will go through as we progress with all these different markings. It has exceptional dust extraction as long as you hook up the dust hose. Last weekend when I was using this up in Detroit, I kept forgetting to put on the hose. So I get these guys in here saying, Sedge, don't forget to put the hose on. All right. It comes with this piece, and I'll show you that over here to ride on the guide rail. I'll show you the hookup. Okay, it comes with 2 pins to do 32 millimeter spacing. You have a 3 and a 5. We'll be using the 5 today. Okay, it comes with these 2 rods. They look like a typical router rod, right? But at the very end, you have these Torx, the 15 millimeter Torx screws, okay? And that allows you to hook it up to the different accessories that come with. Okay, it comes with a parallel edge guide. It comes with this steel bracket, L bracket. I'll show you how to use this. This allows you to place this, and we're going to take it apart and put it back together so we can bore in a horizontal position. Okay, and it comes with this $300. I'm just kidding. And it comes with this 15 millimeter Torx on either end. Okay? All right. Don't lose it. It comes with a really great owner's manual and a sustainer. So, what's so special about this? Let's start looking at some of these markings here. Check it out. These got these little tabs on here. They're non-marring. That allows you to what? When I'm plunging, it won't move. It's very stable. Okay, right here, and hopefully we can catch this. Right here's the center line. Okay, it's crosshairs, and right here is the center line. I'll show you how to use that. You can remove these screws and put on different bases that you make, or you can use these 4 holes right here for different bases that you can make. You can make yourself a wider base. We allow through holes here for that. That's your dust extraction. Your rods fit in here. Okay, but you're going to see plunging here, and when I say that, you can also, it's got killer depth set, and I'll step you through that right now. Okay, when I'm plunging, sometimes with a drill press, yes, you have a set stop. When you're doing it handheld, every tradesperson does it. They put blue tape on there to determine their plunge depth, right? Okay, now, when I set this up, I don't put my drill on right away. I'm going to take it here, and you get these to hold it down, and this little position to plunge with as you're plunging. So you can use 2 hands. All right. Now, I like to set the whole thing up for depth before I put my drill on. So what it doesn't come with, and Chris put the part in there, is a Centro Tech holder, but right here for the Centro Tech system, but you can put a Centro Tech fast fix drill chuck in there. I just like to use this, and I always push it on like this, and I put my bit in like this. Okay, and when I set it up, I'm going to control my depth. I'll show you how to use this. I'm going to push it down to ground 0 and lock it in. So I'm at 0 right now. Now what I'll do is I'll create space. If this is spring loaded between here and here. So ground zero's there. So I want to go to a depth of 10 millimeters and I'll lock it in here. Okay, and when I release it here, I'll put my drill on now. All right, let's see if I could do this correct. Now, there's several positions you can put this on, but I like using it like this. Let me get the dust extraction. And put it on here and do a quick hole, just like this. Okay, let's see. You know what really helps? Okay, and I'll show you. Look, that's the dust. But it really helps, right, Christine, if I turn it on. Okay, so never mind. You're supposed to tell me and remind me. But look at all the dust it gets.
At least you had it hooked up this time.
Hey now, I'm right here, Minnie. So what I like to do is, this is the new dust extraction connection. Look, I take it like this, and I can get all the dust. So the unit doesn't have to clean up after me. Okay, good. So next, hopefully you get depth set. It is so easy. Once you get yours, just practice with it, and it's a no-brainer. Okay, so that's the basics of it. I'll explain the 37, the 22. It's 32 distance between here, and I'll show you why these little bushings here move. They account for drift. Okay, that's the part I didn't understand, but I do now, and you'll get it. All right, right over here. So, you know, if you have a track saw, you have a router, we have guide stops, right? Okay, the track saw has the cams, correct? So anything that goes on this rib, we call this the rail slider, you gotta knock out the lateral tolerance here. So when I put this on here like this, come on, I check to see if there's any wobble. If there's any wobble, I take the $300 Torx Allen key and I knock out the slop. Okay, now, what's so special about these rods? Ooh, so let me take this off. Ooh, I got it right here. I already took it off. To set this up, you're gonna see right here that that's threaded with this screw. And when you set it up, when I first set this up, I didn't read the owner's manual. I just took this and shoved it in there and I was happy with it, okay? But right here is where you drop in the screw to lock it in, okay? Okay. Oh, okay, I will do that as soon as I can get my finger out of the way. And there you go. And you just take the little Torx and you tighten it up just like this, okay? And it is quite easy once you get it started. But I'm gonna take it out now because I need this rod for over here. So just don't shove it in there. Make sure you put the screw in to hold it. Okay, good. So I'm gonna take that, put it over here. Now, I'm gonna turn on the light. I'm gonna put it in the low setting. Okay, so you can see this. I did this. I'm gonna drill exactly into the center of those. So with the guide rail adapter, I could take that, and when I eyeball it, you see the little notch let me get a pencil in there. I'm gonna show you the crosshair right there. I'm gonna line it up there. And Chris, I think the best view is right here. And that's lined up right there. Christine, is that coming through? Uh-huh. Okay, so I could take that now, and if I have multiple holes on a longer board, I could take that, bring it in here, unit, and I can line that up absolutely perfect. So let me get a drill right here. Do I have a bit in there yet? Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna coach you on this. When I set this up, I'm gonna grab my bit off of here, okay? Do you notice how I'm always setting it up without the drill on there? I don't want it to topple over. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, put my Central Tech on, and I'm gonna set this bit in here like this. Okay, I like using brad points because I can nail that perfectly. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the rail, and I'm going to set my depth. Okay, so I'll take it like this, bring it down, lock it in. Okay, and then I'll set my depth here. Come over here, unit, so we can get everybody to see this. I got it down at ground zero. I take it here, and Minnie, what's half of 20?
10.
Yeah, she's getting good at that metric, I'll tell you. And now I'm basically ready to go. So I'll take this. Ooh, you know what I need? Come on, guys, remind me, I need that dust extraction. All right. Don't forget. Really? Really? And every one of you were thinking it. Everybody there was thinking it too, I bet. My goodness. Unit, come on over, babe. All right, so I'm gonna hook it up, and yeah, you can put it in different positions. We'll do it like this time. It's very, very stable. I'll bring it over. I'll bring it right to my lines. I'll turn the dust extraction on. And then I'll just move it down the line, lining it up. Look how perfect that is. And then I'll bring it right here. Okay? And then I'll turn it off. How's that? Good? Whew. Okay. So yes, it's a right angle drilling jig. And when I first saw that, I go, why doesn't it do angles? And then I went, wait a minute, somebody's not telling me something. And then I grabbed it. Come on over here, Chris. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This wasn't shown to me early on either. What if I take this off like this? Okay. Scoot, scoot, scoot. All right. And if you notice, what if I'm drilling and I need a little more, I need it to be a little more stable. I'm unsure of it. Well, these two ribs right here, if I flip it in here like this, guess what? It acts as and lock it in, it acts as a balancer, and I can drill all day long with this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it gives it a little more stability. Say I'm doing a big Forstner bit, okay, like a 35 millimeter cup for a hinge. That gives it more stability if I need that. Okay, but I'm gonna do it a different way today. So that's a second usage of the rail slider. Okay, let's come over here. There's a parallel edge guide here. You could set it up. Instead of using a guide rail, I could have done the same thing and utilized this. But where I really want to show you, I think this is a great use for this parallel edge guide is right here. I'm going to put this in, okay, and get it. You just spin the rod on there. It's a lot easier to spin the rod than spin the Torx. And then that's why I have an extra. Okay, don't trip on that. That's worth 300, man. That's my retirement account. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure that these are tight, okay? Always. So, what's really funny is I'm missing my guide. Where is it? I had another one over here, I thought earlier, but I'll just grab this one. Okay. Now, this is a couple of people I know who have been using this said, oh, this will replace the LR32 system that we use for the router. Okay. This is a huge time. This does, let me take a step back. This does 32 millimeter spacing. Some of you have probably already diagnosed right here. Oh, look, 37. On a cabinet, the first hole, okay, from the front and the back is 37 millimeters in. Okay, so if I take this, and if I line it up like that, I could do my hinge plate holes, and guess what? My shelf pin holes, okay? And those are spaced 32 millimeters apart. So when you look here, and I start utilizing something else that comes with a kit, you'll go, oh, okay, I can do cabinets with this. That's what you're gonna think. Can you? Yes, but your layout must be super accurate. Where this will really shine is if you, and remember, portability, if you are on the job site and you need to punch out some more adjustable shelf pin holes, you can, front and back, because you can actually take this and the offset is 37 right there. Okay? This is so well designed. It's incredible. So I'm just gonna grab this, okay? And what I like to do with this is I just laid this out. And like I said, if you're gonna build a cabinet, you better lay out simultaneously both sides to get the accuracy you need, or you'll have like tippy. That's where the LR32 system with the 1410 router really shines, because if you're banging out a whole kitchen, you can do it in your shop, even on the job site, effortlessly. You only have one setup. And you know what? That will be an episode later this year. I promise. LR32 versus the MB40. But what I wanted to do is show you those lines on here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this and open these up. Good, good, good. Slide it in. You gotta be patient with this. Okay, and I'm gonna take it and bring it right here first. Okay, I'll do the lineup in a minute. Make sure it's nice and even on there, and I'll lock this in. Okay, so the first hole, I've taught this 1,000 times. The first hole for here, for this hinge plate, is set at 80. The second one is 32 from that. So we'll punch that out. I'm gonna put a 5mm bit in here. I always do this. I put the Central Tech on first, and then I'll put the 5mm Central Tech bit in there. Okay, I'm basically ready to go. Now, the part of the equation I told you that I'd talk about, I'm gonna come back over there, Chris, is I have a 5mm pin in there. Okay, so I'm gonna, and that's what this is right here for the shelf pin. That little post is 5mm. It's a common thread. Boy, I'm dropping everything. You have to pick that up. So, the one I'll utilize the majority of the time, you'll see it's threaded here, and that threads right in here. Okay? You could store it right here, okay? And that's where I store the one I have at home. I store my 5mm pin there. So what I'm gonna do is let's bore the first one. I'll take it just like this, and I'll line it up with the line here through the crosshair. I'm going to set my depth. Let's get that set. Let's see, I'll lock it here. I usually go down 12mm, so I'll bring this down 12mm. Plenty of room, and then I'm ready to go. So, grab my CXS. Yes, I like to use the CXS. Okay, let's get that on there. Thank you, Chris. Did you guys hear that?
You know,
Chris is
somebody said, do you see that weird looking emblem on the battery?
Oh, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do it now.
Your community loves you.
I know. Who was that, Rick?
Jason.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. I'm going
I thought about it. I thought about it. I go, okay, whatever. All right. So here I am. I'm gonna drill down now. Okay. So I got my first hole. Let's look at that. All right. And then I'm going to take this pin, and because I'm going to go this way with it. Thanks for the help. Okay. And you're going to see that pin. Ooh, wait a minute. Guess what? I should look at the top. If it says 3, don't use that one. What am I doing? Okay. I'm telling you, I'm still in Detroit from last weekend. Boy, that was fun. Okay, and I'll take it like this. And the reason it moves is because you gotta have that, you gotta get it in the hole, which I'm gonna get there in a minute. Okay, so now I have it, it's registered in the hole, so I'll do my second hole here. And guess what? Away we go. There's my hinge plate. Cool? So my hinge, and yes, you can do another hinge plate here. We'll save this example for that future episode, and we'll do some shelf pinholes. I got my basic layout. I found a center line, and I'll go top to bottom. But you know how to index it now with the pin, and you can just go and go and go with it. All right, so there's the first part of the equation. Now, I'm hoping that you remember that was our longest episode ever. Do you guys know that? The LR32, okay, because I covered everything soup to nuts. Chris, come on over. So, the other part of the equation is this is the door, okay? And this is a 35 millimeter diameter for the cup. But just about every single hinge like this, it doesn't matter what brand it is, they're all the same. The tab or the reveal is where this part starts. And usually that distance from here to here is 5 millimeter. So let's think about this. Let's do a little math. Minnie? Oh, okay, I should have coached you on this. What's half of 35?
17
and a half.
and a half.
Okay, so 17.5. Wow.
Pretty close, huh?
Hang on a second. Wait for it, okay? No. Christine, what's 17 and a half plus 5?
My brain's already on vacation.
Minnie, save the day, 22.5. Okay, so think about this. I'm going to take this off. That's where the 22.5 comes from. Chris, I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to get the light so you guys can actually see how I line this up. And I've done a few cups with this, and it's super accurate. So I'm going to loosen this, okay, and bring it out. And what I do is I make sure my parallel guide's right there. Let's get a little light in there. Can you get that? Christine, is that coming through? And then I take that inner edge, and I bring it right to the edge of my door and lock it in. I then will do this, okay? How are we doing on time, kids?
Oh, you've got time.
Okay, I'm going to take this off, and this is the beauty of this Forstner kit. The S76 release we had is included as a 35 millimeter Forstner bit. So I can take that, hook it up here, take this, hook it up here, and if my math is correct, the depth on this, as I lock it in, is usually on every hinge I've done is 13 and a half. So, in saying that, shall we?
We shall.
Let's see if this is the right drill. It is. Hey! That was my worry initially. So, I think I have everything set up. I make sure when I put a big old bit like this, that I want to make sure that this is everything is locked and stable. Okay, I'm going to take that. I'll bring my C18 in there, put it on drill mode. Okay, when I was doing this last weekend, I did not, I repeat, I did not have the dust extraction. And you can see, let me open this up, push it down. Whoa, boy. What is, well, you can see it's a 35 millimeter cup. And yes, I didn't drill it all the way down. But yes, it works perfect. And look at that 22.5, it gives you the tab. So there you go. So yes, you could build a cabinet with the MB40, but it's really time consuming. The beauty of it, it's portable, and if you need to do extra holes on a job site, some existing cabinets, you have the ability to do so. Hopefully that comes across properly. Okay, let's step over here. Whew. And the reason I wanted to make sure that this one, or this episode, was thorough on the setup is because the other ones we have planned, I didn't want to do 5. All right, I was going to do a full episode on this, but I figured, you know what, we can do it now. This unit plunges vertically, but it also plunges horizontally. There's a step-by-step process you have to take. It comes in the owner's manual. There's tons of stuff online. You'll also have this as a reference. Now, as I do this, I gotta grab my Centro Tech over here, because remember I keep saying that everything is a 15 millimeter Torx here. So this is what that metal plate's for. And this is where I got really confused. I still will probably be confused on this. I've only done it like 30 times, putting this in a horizontal position. What I like to do is take the bracket, this is the support bracket, put it like this, and the orientation is away from here. So it looks like almost like a Z. Okay, so you put the 2 rods on here, set that aside. What I'm gonna do now is take this apart and swing the fast fix carriage around. I will take these Torx off, and what I do is I always have a magnetic containment area. Let me lock this down so it doesn't come falling off. Whew. Boy, the first time I did this, I watched the quick start guide on FESTOOL's website, on our website, and I was scratching my head and I go, boy, did I get turned around. But there's one thing that I did completely incorrect, and I want to show you. I don't want you to do this. This is why I'm saying this. I'm going to remove the carriage here, but look what I'm holding, the depth stop. So as I take it off, there's a spring in there. I searched the training center for an hour before I found that spring. So I leave it right in there like that, okay? And then I take the big spring off. That doesn't work in the horizontal position because I have to take this and swing it around. And there's a difference in the rods. This is the rod here that supports the spring from getting all too bendy, and that won't work. So what because I don't use it in this orientation, I use it in this orientation. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, it doesn't work with the dust extraction, so you guys can, you know, be cool with it. I'm not gonna be using it, okay? You got that, man? Okay. So, but you have to remove this. And this one got me. So I'm gonna take these 15 millimeter Torx off, just like this. Somebody asked me for a live, are you gonna have one already set up? I went, no, I wanna go step by step with this. Now, this doesn't come right off. What you need is a FESTOOL screwdriver, okay? And you stick it in here, and there's a little tab that allows you, see how it just broke away? You just gotta get in there like this, and that'll pull it out. And what I'm pushing are these 2 little tabs that way. When you put it back together, they go perfect. So, let's see if I remember how to do this. So I'm gonna slide this on. Whoopsie. Just like this. Okay, slide that on like that. And then I'm gonna put this cap on here. Let's see if I get everything. Put these in, these little Torx. That allow you, that so it doesn't come falling off on you. Get that in there. Ooh boy. Minnie, Minnie, what are you doing for Labor Day this weekend? Anything?
I am going to go wish my daughter Nicole a happy birthday in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Wow, Minnie's going to Wisconsin. Nice. All right. Wow. Okay, so next. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here like this. And I'm going to slide this on here like this. Make sure these are open. So I get this. And let's see if I have it in the right position. Chris, do I have it in the right position?
I think so.
You think so? So let's get it in here. And let's turn it around. I do. Okay, so remember this, and this is where I was really confused. The bracket goes on the same side as the fast fix carriage. Okay, now let me show you a couple of wicked cool tips. This material, Minnie, get ready, is 36 millimeters thick. Christine, what's half of 36? Don't use your smartphone. Minnie, you know?
36, but no.
18.
Thank you.
Did I get that right?
It's close to 20.
Okay, something. Here's the mistake I made yesterday, gang. Okay, I'm going to take this bit, and I'm going to be referencing this point right here on the brad point. I'm going to take this like this. You see how I'm doing everything without the drill on? Because this can get kind of little, without you holding on to this, and I had that drill on, the setup is really wonky. So I'm going to take this and put this in. Now, to set this up, to check it out, go into the center. Ooh, that's pretty close. Here's the mistake I made yesterday. I'm going to take my folding ruler. Do you know how you say that in German? Meterstab. Hey, all you German folks out there, did I say it right? My pronunciation okay? So what I'm going to do is, the reference of 18 is, this is what I was doing yesterday, is not from the top here, it's from the bottom edge. So I'm going to get this close here, tighten it up here, and just see if that's going to register. It will. So then what I'll do, I'll lock that in for now, and then I'll loosen these, and I'll bring it up to, what was that number, Minnie?
18.
18 from the bottom of the plate, right here. Let's see if I got that. Wow, that's wonky. Let me see, 18, that's close enough. I'll lock it in here, and what I always do is I give it a quick eyeball. Oh, look at that. Minnie, you were right with that 18. Bam. Gets me close enough for government work.
Yep.
Okay, good. So I'll take that, and I'll put my drill on, and notice there's no dust extraction. Let me get that on. Sometimes I have to turn this a little to get it to engage, but that's okay. And then away we go. Okay, I'm going to give it a little more. I'm going to put it in drill mode. And loosen that. And there we go. So say I got to do multiple holes, I can do all that line up, or say I want to create a mortise, I can just take that and keep going like that. So that's how you use it in the horizontal position. And that's the setup. And you just reverse the process when you go back. Okay? And I'll have more on that in the next episode. I promise. All right? Okay, good. I think that's the overview I wanted to complete for everybody. Minnie, did that sound okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I covered everything, soup to nuts on that. I think so. Remember, we have in the description if you want a central tech, or I always have a couple at hand. I'm not trying to sell more of these, but it's always good to have 2 or 3 when you're doing different multiple drilling operations. I know you got one with your drill, your FESTOOL drill. Okay. Whew. Chris has in the description something that may or may not have come up in the discussion, and we are going to do a full episode, but I want to call it out now. In the description, he has a link for, and you can access that link if you forget, you don't have a FESTOOL Live handy. You can go to the knowledge database in the FESTOOL website. It's a little hamburger over here. You hit it, it says knowledge. And you go to 3D printing. And FESTOOL USA, FESTOOL Canada, all of them. And we have had this for a long time, but here's a clamp holder that you slide in. And if you have a 3D printer, you can take that like this. And this is your clamp holder right here. Okay, it's wicked cool. You can go view all the printables there because it'll take you to another website called Printables, downloadable files. It is all free. So on that website right now are printables for the MB40. And I'm going to tell you, I have been messing with this stuff. I've actually used this right at the FESTOOL headquarters to do a job for somebody. This is a V-groove. There's a depth stop that you can use when you're plunging horizontal. We'll use that next time. And you have these with a centering manual for template work. I will do an entire FESTOOL Live on the printables that are available for the MB40. I'm really excited about it, to the point I'll show you my first jig that I made that I will be utilizing, and I'll give you a hint. If you put a 20 millimeter bit in that drilling jig, the MB40, so some of you out there are going, what is this? These multiple holes, I'll give you a hint. The center of each hole is 96 millimeters. Okay, what's 96 divided by 3?
I'm on vacation.
You're on vacation, Minnie?
My brain is
32. 32.
Yeah.
So there you go, that's a hint. I'm going to tell you what, I am so excited about this new drilling jig. This is a great system within our system. Woo! So now I got to call out names. I'm going to go really slow so Christine no, I'm just kidding. So Christine misses her meeting. I'm just kidding. Minnie, which one did we start with? This one or this one?
That one.
This one? Andrew from Maumee, Ohio is here. Rob from South Devon, England. Joe from Waseca, Illinois. Ruben from Plettenberg Bay, South Africa. Wow, that's a new one. The other Warren from Caldwell, Idaho. Mike from Austin, Texas. That's Mike Martinez.
It is.
Wicked cool. Mark S., we met you this week. You were from the Woodcraft, Springfield, Virginia. You were in Garrett's class. Wicked cool.
Mark.
Woo! Nice guy. Thank you so much. Zionsville Doug, or that's Doug from Zionsville.
Yes, that too.
Okay, we have Jason from Fenton, Michigan, Warren from Batavia, Ohio, David from Shanghai, woo! Rob from Cinnaminson, New Jersey, Dest and Shop Dog Shadrad from Harrogate, England, Robert Stone Cold from Landrum, South Carolina, Blake Weber from Novato, California, Oliver from Southern California, Woodcraft Dayton, woo! Awesome. Rick from sunny Blackpool, England, Kurt from Rochester, Michigan, Clint from East Canton. Is that Ohio?
probably.
It's likely.
It's east of Canton.
Okay.
So, probably. Okay, Tim from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. DJ Ziggy from Littleton, Colorado. Dan from Norway. Tom and Kelly, woo! From, they're in Ocala, Florida.
They're in Ocala.
Wicked, that's a cool place. Michael from Edmonton, Alberta. Stevie Z from Sweden. Fish and Doogie from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Mark from Krimpen Anderlecht, the Netherlands. Arno Coffey from Baltimore. Merlin from Walla Walla, Washington. Mr. Hugster from Chichester, England. Willie, the Spectrician. Leo from Holland. Jason and Yana from Granite Falls, Washington. Richard from Guelph, Ontario, Canada. Soren from Denmark. Marvin Martin from Holland, Michigan.
Hey,
Martin, I will see you next week, next Friday. I am so excited. Can't wait to hook up and chat. It's been a while, my friend. Craig and Tyler from West Virginia. Gerald from DeRidda, LA. David K. from St. Charles, Missouri. Dale from Swaddling-Coat, England. Mark from QC. Oh, Mark!
Wow.
Mark from Quality Control. My main man, Mark. I was like, there's a Mark at FESTOOL HQ? Keith, how you doing, brother? We love you. We have Keith from Bozeman, Montana. Man, are you guys keeping an eye on me? I'm like, woo! That dust extraction. Dan from Norway. Leslie from Bennett, North Carolina. Bedwer from Black Lion Pup. Wrexham, North Wales. Cool. Jeff from Clarksburg, Maryland. John from West Fairleigh, Vermont. Paul, Cheryl, and Sam from Anthem, Arizona. Big Island Ed from Hawaii. Paris from Montreal, Quebec. Willie from Freeville. Isn't that a movie? Free Willy?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Johnny O from Atco, New Jersey. David from Israel. David from Liberty Lake, Washington. David Gwen from West Virginia. Trebor from Pinnon Hills, California. Peter from Belgium. Norman from Fallbrook, California. Greg from Whitestown, Indiana. Woo! Home of the unit. Sean from Kitchener, Maine. Lauren from Rhode Island. Arnold from Temperance. Jay, A.R. Regina, Saskatchewan. Hopefully I said that right. Joe, my main man Joe from Akron, Ohio. Kenneth from Oak Park, Illinois. This is the Gov. He's online today. B-Dub. He's the governor. B-Dub from Bentonville, Arkansas. Carrie from Dallas, Texas. Matt from Newark, Ohio. Salim from Federal Way, Washington. Paul from Reading, Berkshire, UK. Brian from Avon, Connecticut. Mark, my main man Mark from Ipswich. Enrique from Atlanta, Georgia. That it? Oh my God, what a crew. No way, Dirk is from Las Vegas?
Yeah!
It's Dirk from Dayton. Woo! You watching us on the big screen, bro, at the sports book? Woo! Okay, Jay from Raleigh, North Carolina. Milani Joe from Stowe, Ohio. That's Juhan from Talon. You think that's Juhan? Juhan from Talon. Mitchell from Westside, LA, California. Julian from Paris. Jerry G from Sugar Grove, Illinois. Hey, guess what? Jerry G and myself and Jason Bent had wingies at El Emporium a couple weeks ago. Wow. Thanks, Jerry G. You're the bomb. Load from Stockholm. Rick, ooh, that felt good. From Pflugerville, Texas. Pflugerville, okay. Dan from Kingman, Arizona. Jeff from Bloomington, NanoQX. NanoQX from Concord, California. Dana from Yalcott, Washington. Scott from Greeley, Colorado. Pineapple, Space Coast, Florida.
Barbecue and woodworking.
Pineapple barbecue and woodworking. Thank you, Minnie. Martin from El Cajon, California. Bill from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's Matt from Tinley Park, Illinois. Michelle from Paris. I just looked over, and Christine was going. Greg from Ottawa, Ontario. Happy birthday, Nicole from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Happy Kenosha.
Kenosha is the orange juice. Okay, Tim from Houston, Texas. Tim from Lakeville, Mass. Hey, stop laughing at me. Frank from Downers Grove, Illinois. Craig from Woodcraft, Seattle. Woo! Mike from Burlington, Massachusetts. Montu from Gurgarat. That's new.
That's new.
Montu, welcome. That's a new country, isn't it?
I don't know, but Montu's new to us.
Hi, Montu. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Okie from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Christina, you okay? George from Talon, Estonia. Tower 3. Michael from Winchester, Virginia. Nicole from Montreal. Robert from Delaware. Hey! Delaware. He still hasn't seen Wayne's World. Okay. Terry from Salt Lake City, Utah. Jeeth. Jeeth? J-E-E-T-H? Jeeth from Charlotte, North Carolina. And Richard from Austria. Is that it, Min? We have more. We have Marcin from Arlesey, England. Hi, Marcin. Woo! From England. Awesome. Woo! Episode 231. That was a good one. That was 50 minutes.
That was great.
Wow. Hey, everybody. Have a great day. Great weekend. We love you. It's Labor Day. We are on a 3-day weekend here. Woo-hoo. I can't wait. I got so much stuff to do at home. Woo! Okay, so don't forget, next weekend we're at Johnson's Workbench Wood Expo in Charlotte, Michigan. That's all day Friday and all day Saturday. So we'll see you there. Please come by and say hi. It's a great crew there. And did I say have a great weekend?
Yes.
Okay, have a great weekend, and that's a wrap.